The gift giving season is approaching fast, and then you have those gift cards. They do look way better with a personalized wrap, and I have some fun ways to do that and a quick way to decorate to turn regular into gorgeous handmade. So let's get started. I'm going to do some gel printing on envelopes, and as you can see I had lots of fun. And I'm going to use Joggles envelopes that are nice and sturdy in different colors. And I'm also using Dylusions shimmer paints for some really gorgeous shimmer and shine on my designs. I have my 8x10 gel plate and I'm going to add some paint to that. And on the 8x10 size the complete envelope will fill, and I even have some leftover on the sides. I've added some paint and I'm spreading it with a brayer. I also have a scrap sheet on the side so I can brayer off the excess paint, and then I'm spreading it to get a nice thin layer. And for the first layer I'm just going to fill my envelope with some color, and I'm not worrying about any pattern at this point. I'm adding my envelope on top and press it down to pull a print. And this will cover the biggest part of my envelope, and it also gives some really cool texture. I'm using the paint that's still on my brayer and on the plate and spread that out over my plate again, and a little goes a long way on the gel plate, which is also very cool of course. And then I pull another print to make a base layer. Now this layer is definitely more see-through than the rest, so I'm going to pick up bits and pieces that are still on my plate to create this sort of patchwork style background. And I think I like that added texture even more. For the second layer I'm going to use another color paint, and I spread that on the gel plate again. Then I'm adding some stencils and I'm going to pull a print with one of the green envelopes. I add a scrap piece of paper on top so I can press it down really well, and this will give me a very subtle pattern of the stencils. I take off the stencils and then I'm going to pick another envelope to pull another print. And this print of the stencil is also very subtle, but now in reverse. So I'm going to kick it up a notch with a contrasting color, and I spread that on my gel plate, and this is a very thin layer. Then I add my stencils, and now I'm going to pull some partial prints. This month I'm celebrating 5 years on YouTube with another collaboration video, and this time it's with Lindsay Zeener, a newfound creative friend, who will show you more ways with envelopes, and I will tell you more about that at the end of the video. So I keep pulling some prints with and without the stencil to get some really gorgeous layered textured backgrounds on my envelopes, and I also love that gorgeous shimmery shine that the shimmer paint gives. Next I want to give it a try with some purple and pink colors on a dark background, just to see how that turns out. So I spread my paint on the gel plate again, and then I add a black envelope. And even though this is a complete print from just adding paint to the gel plate, it's so gorgeous, it gives a really pretty effect. So I'm adding some more of the purple and pink paint and spreading that out again on my gel plate, and then I'm going to pull a complete and a partial print, and I do that in one take. And just adding a bit of texture or just a border on your envelope or on a card will give you a really gorgeous look. And it's so simple, and all you need is just a little bit of paint. Next I'm adding a bit of purple, black and blue on my gel plate, and I'm going to spread that out again. And I roll off the excess paint on a scrap sheet of paper. You can also use a card for that and make another background just with your brayer. That will give you a really cool background as well. Then I add the stencil and I pull a print through the stencil. And I remove the stencil, and then I'm going to pull some more prints. And this big stencil will give you a nice big pattern on your envelope. And I love the texture of both the actual print and the reverse print. Now I'm adding some pink paint and spreading that with the brayer again, and I want a nice thin layer, and then I'm adding some thread. Just some regular thread will work, and just let that fall on the gel plate. And the layering like this will create so much depth and interest on your cards or on your envelopes. It's really amazing. Just a word of warning, jelly printing is totally addictive, so make sure to have a pile of envelopes and cards and paper, maybe art journal pages stacked next to you so you can reach for them and jelly print your heart out, because it's really fun to do. And it's super simple because, well, basically there's no wrong in jelly printing, there's just fun in jelly printing. And I'm using lots of stencils because, well, you know me, I want to use my stash, but you can use lots of different items on your gel plate as long as they are soft, so make sure you don't use any sharp things on your gel plate, you don't want to ruin it. And when you are using 2 colors of paint, then you can spread the paint color by color and then roll a little bit back and forth to get a nice blended and a bit of an ombre look. I'm also using some stamps to create some texture, and gel printing you can also do that on light color envelopes, of course. You don't have to use colored ones, but the colored ones, well, they add a bit of interest, and you know me, I love color. And before you know it, you have a pile of jelly printed envelopes, and now I'm going to show you what you can do with them to turn them into gift card wraps. I'm going to start super simple by tucking one envelope into the other, and on the flap on the other side I've added some tape. I fold part of the flap so it gets a nice soft edge. I add a strip of tape next to the edge, and then I fold the flap flat on the envelope, pressing it down, and there you go, you have a nice gift card holder. For the second idea, I fold the flap to the back. Then I fold part of the flap back again. I've added a bit of tape. I peel away the backing and then I press the folded part down. I have a piece of collage paper in a matching color that I've torn to size, and I'm adding some tape to the sides of the envelope. Then I'm going to add the collage paper on one side. I add a short strip of tape on the inside of the envelope where the pocket is, and I've added some tape to the flap on the other side. And now I'm going to fold the envelope in half. I press on it to make sure that the tape on the inside sticks to the other half, and then I'm adding the collage paper on the other side as well. And now I'm peeling away the backing that was still under the flap, and there you go, another fun pocket. And you can also make a gift card holder by folding your envelope the other way around, so your pockets will be on the outside. And I want to show you another way. I start again with folding the flap to the back, and I fold it twice. Then I turn the envelope over. I add some tape to one of the sides and also to the bottom part, and then I fold part of the envelope but not completely to the other side. Once that is in place, I add some tape to the other side and I fold that over the first part, and this makes another fun textured pocket. Another idea is to add some tape to the flap and fold it, but this time to the inside. Then I add some tape to the flap again and I fold that inside the envelope. And then I press it down so it stays put. Then I'm going to fold my envelope again partially like I did with the previous envelope. Then I fold one corner of the top back. I've added some tape and press it down. I add some tape to the inside, to the side and the bottom. I peeled away the backing and I fold it again and press that down. And this makes another pretty handmade gift card holder. And what's a celebration without gifts? To decorate my envelopes, I have the fun quote sheet, especially designed to decorate gift card wraps. And I have the sheets available for you to download. You can find the link in the description box below this video. Are you ready to wrap those gift cards or money gifts and surprise someone special? Now hop on over to Lindsay's video. You can find the link in the description box. And as always, make sure to keep on crafting. Hey peeps? Yeah, keep on crafting. Yay! Hi. Oh.